Good evening, I'm Keisha Butts with the CTV News Update. Maryland officials say they're making significant progress fighting COVID-19. Governor Larry Hogan announced today that 98% of all seniors in Maryland have received at least one dose of the coronavirus vaccine. Maryland is now one of the most vaccinated states in the country. The governor says the state's case rate has declined by more than 39% since September 15th. The positivity rate, which is at 3.21%, is down 37% since August 22nd. Meantime, the governor this afternoon outlined the eligibility requirements for COVID-19 booster shots.
To determine your eligibility for a COVID-19 booster shot, the simplest thing to do first is to just look at your vaccination card. For both Pfizer and Moderna, if you received your second dose 6 months ago or more, you may qualify for one of the approved categories, which are everyone 65 and older, everyone 18 and older with underlying health conditions, and everyone 18 and older whose occupation puts them at increased risk.
A new COVID-19 testing site opens up in Brentwood this week. CTV's Katara Jones is at the location with everything you need to know. Katara?
As families get ready for Halloween, staying safe is key, which is why the Prince George's Health Department has opened up a COVID testing site right here at the Bunker Hill Fire Station. Now, medical professionals will administer either the rapid or PCR test here at this COVID-19 testing site. And remember, if you are unvaccinated, it's important that you get tested before you head out to that Halloween party or even take your kids out trick-or-treating. Now, this testing site will be available to residents today through Friday from 9:30 until 4 p.m. I'm Katara Jones with CTV News.
The week-long testing site will also accept walk-ins. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The State Health Department has identified 512 new cases since yesterday. The positivity rate in Prince George's remains below the state level and under 3%. It now stands at 2.37%. 5 Marylanders have died of the disease yesterday. 609 remain hospitalized. While Metro is operating on a reduced schedule for the second week in a row. This means Red Line trains will run every 15 to 20 minutes. All other lines will run every 30 to 40 minutes. The service reduction comes on the heels of a train derailment. Many commuters say the delays are making them late for work.
It's really difficult because you stand and wait. This morning I had to wait for 34 minutes. And my employer texted me a while ago and I was still all the way at Capitol South. So it's difficult.
Getting to work is causing a problem. But you know, my boss understands that, so my hours are really messed up. But I'm just dealing with it at this time right now.
The reduced schedule will last through October 31st. You're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. Coming up, Maryland Congressman Anthony Brown says he's leaving Capitol Hill for a new political challenge. Details next.
Hi, we're Edie's Angels,
volunteers with the Edith B. Wright Breast Cancer Foundation, encouraging you to do your monthly self-breast examinations.
It doesn't really matter how you do them. You can do them in the shower, laying down, or in the mirror. Just make sure you do them.
Because this is
a serious matter.
I dream of a world that's cancer-free.
Work, school, grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, the gym, to the airport to pick up loved ones, to the kids' soccer games, piano lessons, out for movie night, to hear your favorite band in the city, over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and on last year's amazing road trip. Your vehicle takes you so many places. Protect it. When you leave your vehicle, remember to always take your keys or key fob with you and lock the doors. If you suspect auto theft, contact the National Insurance Crime Bureau at 1-800-TEL-NICB. That's 1-800-TEL-NICB, or visit our website at www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Welcome back. A Maryland congressman is throwing his hat in the ring to be the next Attorney General for the state of Maryland.
Hi, I'm Anthony Brown, and I'm running to be Maryland's Attorney General in 2022.
Anthony Brown has made it official. The three-term congressman and former lieutenant governor has released this campaign video highlighting his plan for the state. Brown says he will be a champion for progress and never back down from a challenge. In the ad, he highlights his efforts to decriminalize marijuana and support for gun safety legislation, protections for victims of domestic violence, and the LGBTQ community. Brown becomes the first big-name candidate to announce his run since the current AG, Brian Frosch, said that he would not run for re-election next year. Environmental justice initiatives are making strides in states across the nation, but according to the Bay Journal, advocates are frustrated by the comparatively small steps happening in Maryland. Governor Hogan pledged over a year ago to support a diversity and equity plan in the Chesapeake Bay restoration effort, but activists say the state lacks focus on addressing the issues.
We have not taken a firm enough stance to listen to the concerns of the frontline and frontline community members. Those voices have been overshadowed mostly by industry, people in positions of power. Anything coming against, I guess, what's considered money makers for our state take precedence. The issue is that when voices are asking for real air monitoring, we're asking for industries that are polluting our bay and our water, especially those of us who are on well water. These matters to be taken seriously. We get a very slow, if any, response at all.
Maryland's Environmental Justice Commission has changed since a new law took effect October 1st. The governor can only appoint 5 members instead of 12. The legislature has at least 17 slots to fill. The law also mandates that commission membership represent the racial, ethnic, and geographical makeup of the state. In addition, there must be at least 6 meetings a year and 4 community listening sessions. A former top advisor to Governor Larry Hogan will remain on supervised release after appearing virtually before the U.S. District Court in Baltimore for a federal court hearing. Roy McGrath was indicted earlier this month on 4 counts of wire fraud and 2 counts of misappropriation for allegedly securing a fraudulent severance package for himself before leaving to become Hogan's chief of staff in June. McGrath is accused of falsely telling the Maryland Environmental Service Board that Hogan approved the payment, which amounted to more than $233,000. Prince George's police are refusing to disclose police misconduct records, according to the Capitol News Service, despite a new state law that was intended to open such records to the public and the media. Lawmakers and advocates for the legislation known as Anton's Law say the intent was always for public disclosure, but a request earlier this month was denied by a county attorney who said that there is a misconception that the records are open for public review and that disclosing the records would not be in public interest. The law, which went into effect October 1st, was designed to increase transparency, tighten requirements for no-knock warrants, and restrict search warrants. And still to come, Liberty Sports Park is coming to Prince George's. That story and more next.
Why? Why take a chance? Why risk a mistake? Why say something? We all have reasons why we choose to ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right. The word why can either paralyze us or empower us to stand up and protect what we love. So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see safe for my family.
I see safe for my friends.
I see say so that they are safe.
We see say for each other.
I see say because all of this matters.
We all have something worth protecting, a why that unifies this community we're all a part of. So protect your everyday. Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
I may not be a drummer, but I don't miss a beat when it comes to my monthly self-breast examination. The Edith B. Wright Breast Cancer Foundation encourages everyone to do their monthly self-examination. Thank you.
I dream of a world that's cancer-free.
Thank you for staying with us. The University of Maryland suspends recognition of Pi Kappa Alpha this month. It's the second time in nearly a decade. UMD's Department of Fraternity and Sorority Life also placed a cease and desist order on the fraternity. The actions follow sexual assault allegations last month against an affiliate. The order was issued on October 1st. It requires the fraternity to suspend all chapter-sponsored events. In lighter news, calling all young entrepreneurs, the Psi Epsilon Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is hosting a business pitch information session. The virtual event is on November 14th. It's open to all Maryland high schoolers. During this event, young adults will learn about the sorority's business pitch contest in February. They have a chance to win up to $500.
What we're hoping that their takeaway from this is, if they've never really had an opportunity and they're thinking about it, what do I need? What are the resources that I need to be able to start a business? And what are some of the things out there that I could do to start a business? And what are the needs in the community? So they'll be able to take that away, and then they'll even get the opportunity to have what it takes to get started.
You must register for the information session and contest. For more information, visit the link on your screen. A major youth sports park comes to Prince George's. A groundbreaking ceremony was held for Liberty Sports Park over the weekend. It's slated to open in the spring of 2022. It will feature 10 lit fields for soccer, lacrosse, rugby, and football on a 76-acre site. It's being built as a premier sports complex for the Mid-Atlantic region.
Can we applaud them, all these beautiful young people who you saw this morning? That's really what this is about. And today really is exciting, and that's not an understatement. It really is very exciting to know that even in the midst of COVID, great things have still been happening. I think today is yet evidence that no matter what we see, today is a cloudy day. And look how much amazing work is being done even on a day like this.
The complex will be managed by the nonprofit Green Branch Management Group. Sports news, the Washington football team showed improvement this weekend but lost again. The team fell to Green Bay yesterday 24-10. That's despite 430 yards in total offense. Washington got into the red zone 4 times but failed to come away with a score.
I thought I played well, but again, I had a strip sack there in the, first series of the second half, and then that interception in the end zone. It's just little things like that. I feel like we don't do that. A couple calls go differently. We're right there in it. So I thought defense played awesome. It was a really good collective effort from the team. We just fell up short in a couple areas.
Washington takes on the Denver Broncos next week. Let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast tonight. Showers and thunderstorms expected this evening with a low around 57. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with showers likely and a high near 64. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 68. Thursday, partly sunny again with a high near 64. And now for the community calendar. The Tacoma Park Police Department is teaming up with the Montgomery Family Justice Center Foundation for a great cause. The organizations are collecting emergency care packages for victims and families that have experienced domestic violence. They're asking for diapers, school supplies, personal grooming products, and more. You can drop off new and unopened items starting today until November 30th at the Tacoma Park City Building. For more questions, send an email to Kathy P. at tacomaparkmd.gov. And that wraps up our CTV News Update. I'm Keisha Betts. Have a good night and stay safe.